Day one on the job, and Florida's new governor is denying suspension reports. Governor Ron DeSantis reportedly removed the Broward County sheriff over the Parkland shooting. Sheriff Scott Israel has been under fire for his handling of the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting that left 17 people dead last year. Well, tonight, the governor's office told Fox News Israel has not been told about a suspension. Israel's lawyer is saying the same thing. He told the Post they have not received any official word, and Israel plans to go to work tomorrow. In the meantime, the accused Parkland shooter, Nicholas Cruz, was in court today. Prosecutors pushed the judge to set a trial date for this fall. They argued the case is fairly straightforward and doesn't need years to prepare for. On the other hand, Cruz's lawyers are saying they have a large amount of evidence to review and dozens of witnesses to interview. Cruz is charged with 17 counts of first-degree murder and 17 counts of attempted murder. The judge set another status hearing for next month. Well, starting today, there could be as many as 1.4 million new voters in a state famously known for its razor-thin election results.
And that's all because many Florida felons now have their voting rights restored. KCAL 9 Sandra Mitchell shows us why some state officials have questions about implementing the new law.
So not everybody is sure exactly how it's going to work, but we already know today some felons are registering online. They've also been showing up at their registrar's office. Before today, Florida was one of 4 states that permanently barred felons from voting. But now,
not only am I going to go register to vote, I'm going to take some people with me.
Rashawn Welch was convicted of bank fraud and served nearly 5 years in prison. Today, he has his voting rights restored. About 2/3 of the people in Florida approved an amendment in November. That new law says voting rights are restored to those who have completed all terms of their sentence, including parole or probation. But people convicted of murder or sexual offenses are not eligible. That still means the voting rolls could grow by as much as 1.4 million.
We're expecting every elected official, every public official to be celebrating right along with us, because today what we see is an expansion of democracy.
Some public officials are unclear about how to implement the amendment, saying there's not enough guidance on what specifically qualifies as completing a sentence. A spokesperson for new Governor Ron DeSantis said the governor will look to the legislature for clarification.
They are literally an unknown, which is why the politicians are scared.
And we know in Florida there have been some very close elections. Now, leaders from both parties say they're going to be zeroing in on this new group of voters even before the election in 2020. In the newsroom, I'm Sandra Mitchell. Back to you.
A milestone here in American politics. The first openly gay man has been sworn in as governor. This happened in Colorado. Democrat Jared Polis officially took office today, and thousands turned out for the inauguration ceremony in Denver.
Right now, our nation is experiencing a period of growing divisiveness and rising tribalism. But here in Colorado, we choose a different path. Here we have come so far, we've climbed so high, we've done so much.
The new Colorado governor was also joined by his partner at today's swearing-in ceremony.
Well, back here we had another beautiful day in Southern California, but rain and snow also in the forecast.
Got my umbrella handy.
Yep, exactly. Got to keep it handy pretty much for the rest of the week.
Okay.
Into the weekend.
All right.
Just keep it there. Keep it on hand. Because, yes, we are expecting a chance of rain, a chance of mountain snow heading our way as well. I know my kids are happy about having their umbrellas on hand. It's a novelty here in Southern California, and we get excited when we can use them. All right, you guys, getting a look at satellite radar. We are dry at the moment, and we're looking at a little bit of cloud cover, but overall that rain moving in later in the week and over the weekend. Right now on radar, we're seeing rain over the northern portion of the state into the Pacific Northwest, and over the Pacific, we're seeing a little bit of a storm system sitting offshore that's going to eventually make its way onshore over the next few days. And temperatures right now in the 40s and the 50s, a little cooler as we head to the mountains. 39 Big Bear, 64 San Bernardino, 58 Ontario, and 58 for Fullerton as we check in with wind gusts right now, mostly calm conditions. 72 earlier today downtown, with average being 68. So we were slightly above average for this time of year. As we can look at your futurecast right here, you will see maybe a few raindrops coming in tomorrow. Most of the rain, though, hanging out to our north over the central coast. And here at home, we are looking at drier conditions all around, continuing on through about Wednesday night, tomorrow night, just some leftover showers for us and continuing on with some leftover showers as we move through the day. Thursday dry, Friday dry, but by Friday night we are expecting another chance of rain to move through as we head into the weekend. That chance lasting on and off. We've got several storm systems moving through. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, drier conditions by Tuesday. As we check in with one more 7-day for the IE, the high desert, and the mountains, we are in the 60s and the 50s, the mountains in the 50s and the 40s. And by the weekend, rain through Monday and drier as we head into Tuesday of next week.
Excellent.
Yeah, not bad.
So I can get my
Looks
car
good.
washed.
Get your car
Next week. I'll wait.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm all about washing the inside of the car.
That's right. And we talked about this.
We have.
The
We always do.
Cheerios.
I always justify your decision
Right.
to wash the car.
Thanks, F.
I'm
All
here
right,
for you.
Coming up, cookie in a cup, the new drink Starbucks just added a little later right here on KCAL 9 News at 9.
And straight ahead, a fierce Frenchie will introduce you to the pup who sounds like he's talking back to his owner.